Hi, today we're going to talk about a few of our favorite things that expire, the specials that expire on May 25th. So one of the things that I really love, again, expiring May 25th, are the classic colander set. 2 different sizes, but I know if you're like me, you grew up with these colanders in that awesome green and that awesome yellow. They're a lot prettier now. So you get
awesome,
right? So you get both of these for $12. That's a screaming deal. They are the exact same colanders, just in way better colors. I love that on the bigger one, it has the place to hook, so you can put it on top of a pan if you want to and let it finish draining. I personally use that feature as well. And this one's great for fruit salad, great for, you know, little portions of things, pastas, you've got everything covered. Love these.
Really nice if you want to put hard-boiled eggs in that and fill it full of cold water underneath a bowl, and then you can just pull the eggs right back out if you want to cool them down a little bit, you know, before they burn your fingers off. You gonna do the can opener?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so let me show you what I also think is kind of exciting that is also expiring soon. They brought it back. Super fun. So this is like retro Tupperware, super cool Tupperware. You wish you had it Tupperware. So many people have asked me for this over the years, and we haven't had this in forever. It is a deviled egg tray, but it's a separated deviled egg tray. So it's got the cool, because here's the thing about deviled eggs, right? They're fun to eat. They're even kind of fun to make. They suck to transport. Because you put it in a glass dish, you get this pretty little dish, whatever, and you put saran wrap over it, and then you pull the saran wrap off, and there went your deviled eggs on the saran wrap, okay? So what's cool about this is they have the 2 cool little trays, and you can put the lid over it, and you can transport them safely, but the deviled eggs stay in place. You can also make the cool, and we have a recipe for this, you can ask your consultant if you'd like, but you can make the homemade Cadbury eggs with this as well, which is really fun. You use this as the mold for the chocolate eggs. But you can also take these trays out. So if you're not doing deviled egg trays, this is a great meat and cheese platter. It's a great, what else would you put in here?
Crackers and veggies.
Crackers and veggies, any kind of little, you could put a little bowl in the corner if you wanted some like dip, you know, and you wanted to put, it's a cute little tray. It's got handles, which is always really nice when you're transporting things, because this is, you know, for taking to somebody's house or whatever. You can stick it out at your own house as well. And then it also has the tray, so if it's stuff that needs to stay cool, you can put ice in it and then set this on it, and it's going to keep what's in there cool. So if it's out at summertime and it's out on the deck and it's going to be warm out today, put some ice in the bottom and it keeps whatever you've got going on cool and not so warm. So yeah,
Totally. All right, next product, the can opener. Oh my gosh, I love the can opener. So if you've ever watched any of those documentaries on canneries, like places where they can your stuff, then you know how gross they are, and that's just all I'm gonna say about that. But you don't want any cross-contamination. So any part that's on the outside of that can, you don't want your food touching that. Anything, like the can openers that they dig in and cut the top off, that means that can is now sitting in your food, and then your can opener is cross-contaminating everything too. The beautiful thing about this is it cuts the entire lid off, takes the entire thing off. This never touches the food, and then your food never touches the outside of the can. It goes straight into whatever you're pouring it into. I love this. I cannot tell you how much I love this. So big fat ergonomic handle, not gonna hurt you to use it. A big fat handle here as well. It's actually a handle you can stick your hand in. One of my favorite things about this is you can use it both ways. So it's not solely this, which I'm already dealing with arthritis, carpal tunnel, things like that. I played the piano since I was 5. So I mean, pain is very real to me. So this, repeatedly, it actually hurts. However, this does not. So I love this because then I'm doing both together and it goes twice as fast. Love that. Again, big fat handles on both things. So you open it up, the 2 little wheels, it's gonna go on top of the can. It's not gonna go on the side, it's gonna go on the top, close it. If you can pick up your can, then you know it's on properly. Go all the way around, you'll feel a little tiny pop. Gets easier, you'll know that it's gone all the way around. Open it back up. Don't try to take that lid off again because it's not gonna be easy. That's what the little bird beak is for. There's a little bird beak right there, okay? That goes on the ridge of your can, close it, grab your can, and that just peels right off. I love this can opener. Best part ever, like seriously, best part ever is then you walk over to the garbage can, you open up, I have to open the thing up to get my garbage can, and you just open it up and the lid falls right in. You didn't even have to touch the lid. I love that because I hate getting my hands gross.
super smart. And I think the last item we want to show you guys, these are our favorite items of the stuff that's going to expire soon, is the Jumbo Bread Keeper. And I get a lot of requests for this as well because there's a lot of people, you overzealous people, that home make their bread, which I think is fantastic. I think you guys are better than me. But you don't have anywhere to store it because if you home make it, you don't have a plastic bag. You didn't come home from the store and something, right? So this is actually for storing homemade bread, you actually can use it. This is made, it's bendy for fun. So it's actually purposeful bender. So you can put it in the freezer. So if you need to freeze the homemade bread because it doesn't last very long without getting moldy, or homemade cookies or muffins or anything that you want to store, or store it not just in the fridge, but also the freezer or the counter, because air is an issue with all that kind of stuff. It's a fantastic thing. Now, it's also a good, I'm going to give you this little trick, if you will. If you're not going to store, but you're just transporting. So for storage, I got a whole nother thing. But if you're just transporting, this is a great thing to take for like potlucks or like say kids' games or things where you have to take fruit or whatever. Melons that are cut up in here fit really well in here. I would not store them in it because you need Fridge Smart for that. But because it's tall and long, wide, long, whatever, it's a very good transporter. So when you have a lot of them, this is really good to just haul a whole bunch of cut up melons or something like that to a potluck, to a barbecue, to somebody's house, to whatever, the ones that are going to get eaten. If you're storing it, we need to go talk about Fridge Smart. But as a cheater little transporting container, this is actually really useful. It's just a really useful container that I think kind of everybody needs in their life. I've also had people that have used it to store packets of seasoning in their pantry.
Or top ramen also.
Or top ramen.
Because
those kind of things just take on a life of their own and they like fly over. Yes, exactly. And this is a nice little organizer for that as well. So there's many things you could do with this.
Oh, I have another one. Someone told me this. I thought this was genius. She's a crafter, and so she has, if you're a crafter, it just kind of takes over everywhere. She says she organizes everything, puts the lid on it, and then puts it on her shelf this way. And she'll have like 12 of them, but they take up the depth in the cupboard, and everything's labeled, so she can have 20 of them on a shelf, and everything's perfectly organized. But then this is the only part you have to see, but nothing's hiding anywhere because it takes up the entire depth of the shelf.
If you have a super deep pantry too, and there's a couple shelves so you can't reach very well, but up high, these are the kind of things that would actually work really well, like for soup cans or something that's up a little bit higher, because you would use the depth and you can grab the front of it, but you can't reach to the back. It's just one of those useful containers that you can do a lot of kind of weird stuff with, but it's useful. So I did not show you the prices of the things I talked about, so Stephanie's going to clue you in on the prices and why you want to get them now, not wait, because they're going to expire. So Stephanie, take it away.
Okay, so this one, it retails for $26 right now until the 25th of May. It is only $19. That comes with all 4 pieces, both of the egg trays, the bottom and the top. Okay?
And can you get it after the?
No, it goes away after the 25th. You can't even get it for full price, and they don't tell us if or when it's coming back. We don't know. That's with colanders or this. This one's in the regular catalog if you want to pay full price, but why? Just why? So the colanders, they retail for $19, and you get both for $12. Okay. The jumbo bread server, which I use this for lots of things that are not bread. It retails for $26, and it is on sale for $19. Okay, and then the can opener, this is the only one out of the 4 that we showed you that you can get after the 25th, and that is retail $35, and it's $10 off. You get it for $25. That's a fantastic deal. Love this. Okay, all right.